What is the dumbest thing guests have said to Disney employees? There's a TikTok news video out there, and I'm going to react to this because I have a feeling some of these are pretty bad. I had one of my viewers send me a link to this TikTok news compilation of Disney cast members answering, what is the dumbest thing a guest has ever asked you? And of course, I've talked about a lot of these things on my videos and shown a lot of the goofy stuff that people have said, but I thought it would be fun to react to this. I will put a link in the description below to the original video. Also, if you're on a computer, you will see a link pop up there to the original video as well. That'll take you back. So if you want to watch the whole thing uncut, unchopped, you'll be able to do that, because I will edit out a little bit here. Now, I have not actually seen this video. The thumbnail looks like that, so that is actually their YouTube page, Facebook page, yeah. This is going to have some bloopers at the end, I'll just let you know now. But I thought it would be a lot of fun, so let's see.
I worked for Disney World as a CP in Bell Services, so at one of the resorts, and I once had a guest come up to me who had been checked in for hours at that point, and they still hadn't received their luggage to the room, and they were using Disney's Magical Express service.
Happens, takes time.
We were trying to track down their luggage, and we couldn't find it anywhere in our system, so we finally asked the guest where they left their luggage. They told us that they left it on their front porch of their home, because they thought the service was magical and that they would come pick it up and take it to their room. As if there's a magical bus that goes around all over the world and just picks up people's luggage and sends it to Disney World, because they're just supposed to know, I guess. That's a 100% true story.
What's the dumbest?
They're not Santa Claus. And yet I don't doubt that even slightly. Oh my goodness, this is... Yeah, that's dumb. And yet, like I said, I have no doubt it's true, but Disney's Magical Express is ending here. You're going to have to make your own arrangements later, but no, it's pickup at the airport. You got to get everything you got to the airport first, and get... Disney is not Amazon. Yeah, okay. By the way, I don't know why they got an asterisk in the word guest here. That's just weird.
Yeah, hi. Excuse me, can you go ahead and put the dome over the Magic Kingdom? It's raining.
I've mentioned this one. I've talked about this one.
How do we get to the Harry Potter ride?
Yep.
Excuse me, it's my kid's birthday. How much free stuff does he get today?
Okay, so this is a cast member that obviously worked in the parks, whether attractions or something. These are the questions I got all the time. They're the ones I mentioned in my videos. Now, of course, they usually weren't going, excuse me. Usually it was like, hey, where does Harry Potter work? But...
Excuse me, we had to wait 45 minutes for Peter Pan's flight. We would like a complimentary stay in the Cinderella Castle suite.
Yep.
Excuse me, can my service emotional support tarantula come into the park?
I have seen people... Okay. Legally speaking, service animals are limited to dogs and miniature ponies. I've only seen a miniature pony as one once. They're dogs. The emotional support animals do not have to be allowed in the parks. And I have seen people try to bring in cats, dogs, again, trying to disguise them as a service dog. We had a report of a monkey, a rat, and all sorts of weird stuff. Support animals don't have to be allowed in the park, and most of the time they're not. Tarantula, that wouldn't terribly surprise me.
Is it true that Walt's frozen body is buried underground?
You'd be surprised how many people believe this. Walt was not cryogenically frozen. The technology didn't exist. They had barely begun talking about it when Walt died. And I actually talk about that in one of my myths video. Walt certainly isn't at Walt Disney World because they were just doing construction when he died. Barely started. And he's not buried at Disneyland either. He was cremated, and his ashes are actually in a memorial cemetery in Glendale, California. You can actually go visit his grave.
Excuse me, can I do a picture where I get on Mickey's back?
Yeah, you would have people ask for goofy stuff like that, or Mickey on their back. No, can't do anything like that. And they're not supposed to hold your baby either. You can put your baby on the ground and they can play with it, but they're not supposed to hold it.
Hi, hello, yes. I was a cast member for 8 years, and when I first started in 2013, I worked at Animal Kingdom, and I was in merchandise right in front of the Tree of Life. In my very first week of work, a guest came up to me, and she was like, "Hi, I have a question. We're in Animal Kingdom right now, right?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am. It's a great day. I hope it's wild."
Oh, I hope she wasn't that bubbly.
"Okay, so when does it become Magic Kingdom?"
When does the magic get here? That's as bad as the standing in the middle of Epcot or Hollywood Studios, MGM Studios. Where's Walt Disney World? You're in it. I imagine if she was that bubbly to start, she wasn't that bubbly for long. It's hard to maintain that kind of bubble. But yeah, especially when you get a question like that. Like, what?
I was like, "What?" She goes, "When does this become Magic Kingdom? Where do I need to stand when it turns into Magic Kingdom?" And I was like, there are two different places. Do you need a bus? She's like, "No, I know it like just spins around." And I was like,
It's not the carousel of progress.
"Yeah, that's what my friend said." And I was like,
Okay, I have to give props to her friend for telling her a ridiculous story to see how dumb she really was. And she totally fell for it. That's hysterical. Good for the friend, bad on the dumb lady.
I used to work at Disney. I did DCP in Hollywood Studios, and I did it on Sunset Boulevard, which is right by Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster. And one day when I'm working at the little merch cart, some lady comes up to me and goes, "I just have a quick question for you." And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And she goes, "Where's the meet and greet? Like, when's the meet and greet going to be?" I'm like thinking in my head, like, maybe the characters. I'm like, "Oh, well, you can see it on the app, but sometimes there's just random characters out that, like, just come
Which
for meet and greets."
Who should think?
No, they said in the ride they would be like backstage passes and we'd be able to meet the band and stuff. Like, are they going to be out?
The band?
This lady thinks that she's freaking meeting Aerosmith from the ride.
Okay, now if you've never been on a Rock and Roller Coaster, the setting, the story is that the band is in the studio and you happen to walk in and see the band and oh hey, they got to get to the concert. How are they going to get you there? Because all of a sudden they want to take you along, and that's what the ride is. It's the limo ride to the concert theater. That's your story, and they thought it was real.
On the Aerosmith ride, Rock and Roller Coaster, they talk about how they're going to have backstage passes that everyone can join. Bro, they're not real. That video was taken like 20-something years ago, and this lady swore she was meeting them.
Excuse me, why does the castle in Magic Kingdom not look like the one from Harry Potter? You mean
Yep.
Hogwarts? Because that's Universal. No, it's not. I specifically paid for that one. Yes, ma'am. Fortunately, we only have Cinderella's castle here. We don't have Hogwarts because that's Universal. Have a magical day.
Okay, there's the have a magical day. Yeah, we would get stuff like that all the time. And let me just say, the have a magical day, it's not have a Disney day, it's have a magical day. It's not always said mean. Sometimes it's serious, but it can mean, all right, you're dumb, or if you really got us mad. But we would say it nicely, too, to people. But, yeah. A great way. Hey, yeah, you have a magical day because you don't know what you're doing.
This makes me happy. So I work for Disney Cruise Line. We have an island in the Bahamas called Castaway Key. One of my jobs is to stand at the snorkel area and make sure everyone's kind of following the rules. And we get a few of these questions. So, one, can you turn up the temperature of the water?
Like the weather
That was
dome.
the question. 2, can you put more fish? Like, we need more fish because we didn't see very much. It's the ocean. And when you see like barracudas and stuff, and we're like, hey, maybe don't go to the barracuda, we get, Disney owns this, so like we know nothing's gonna hurt us. And we're like,
There's this weird thing when people go to Disney that reality ceases to exist and everything is fantasy, even when you're in reality. Oceans are reality. Weather is reality. Stupid people are reality.
we don't own the fish. The fish are free. And then my favorite was with teenagers, and they would chase the jellyfish and hit the jellyfish on the top of the head, and we'd be like, hey, don't do that. And we're like, well, Finding Nemo said we can. I didn't know how to argue that, so yeah, it was fun.
It'd be fun to watch him get stung.
Where do they put the castle when it's raining? How do I walk to that top from here?
Okay, so I gotta say, his music is annoying. Turn down your music, bro.
Who's playing the princesses right now? Can you watch my baby while I go to the bathroom?
Oh, that would annoy me. Oh my goodness, that would annoy me. Hey, here's my child. Will you hold them? Or my little kids, and I go to the restroom. No, I'm not a babysitter. None of us are. Would you hand your child to a random stranger? Well, you're trying to do it. No.
Do you have a lighter I can borrow? Do you work here? Where's the real castle?
Do you work here? No, I just wear this outfit for fun. Where's the real castle? When did they change the castle? Why do they have a different castle now?
Just got off work. It's not the dumbest thing a guest has asked me, but it was pretty funny, so I thought I'd share it.
Okay, one thing here for current and future cast members. Don't do this in costume. Not a good idea, because this could potentially get you in trouble. Just saying.
So I was at the bottom of Astro Orbiter today, so this is getting people into the elevators to send them up. And I'd only been there for like 5 minutes. And this little 6-year-old, she had to be like 6 or 7, comes up to me and goes, "Ma'am, is the ride working?" And I said, "Yes, it is.
Little kid.
We've been standing here for over an hour." And I'm like, "No." I told her, I was like, "You've probably been standing there for like 15 minutes. You got about 5
Kids don't know.
minutes left, and then you're going to be right on." She goes, comes back when it's time for her to get on the rockets and goes, "Is there a line when we get up there?" A mini Karen in the works. Oh, Lord.
Yep, you'd get those. And you could then look at the parents and go and watch the parents for a few and go, "Yep, I know where they get it from." Got that as a teacher too. It's sad. Parents, don't teach your kids that stuff.
But one time a woman was like, "Do you have my phone?" She came up to me at the front of the park and I was like, "No, we don't have lost phones. You can go to Lost and Found." She's like, "No."
Why would I have your phone?
No, my phone is here. I'm tracking my phone. You have my phone. And I'm like, "Ma'am, you're tracking your phone? Where did you see it last?" She's like, "No, I had it last at Rock the Roller Coaster, but I'm tracking it, and it's here, right here." And then I saw that she had an Apple Watch on, and I was like, "Ma'am, does your phone connect to your watch?" And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Girl, you are tracking yourself. You're tracking your Apple Watch. Your phone is at Rock and Roller Coaster."
Oh yeah, we would get some fun stuff like that. Yeah, that was pretty typical stuff. Aren't guests wonderful? Those are the kind of guests you don't want to be. Remember, reality, fantasy. You might be experiencing fantasy at Disney, but it's still reality. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and my reactions to it. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me hear your comments, stuff you've heard, or want to know if I've heard. Share it in the comments below. Thank you so much to my financial supporters for helping make stuff like this possible. This was great. Good stuff. And thank you so much for watching as well. God bless. Okay, yeah, there's a great intro. So I just had somebody send me a video. Shotguns. I'm being dumb here. This is terrible. Okay. I had somebody send me a link to a TikTok compilation of Disney employees saying, what is the greatest thing? This is going to be a good blooper reel. I had somebody just send me a compilation video of TikTok. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to know about contact information, fan pages, merchandise, and more, please be sure to check the description below. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to know when I have new ones, well, make sure you hit that subscribe button right up there. And if you want to see another one of my videos, well, I've got a great one for you right here. And a huge thank you to these wonderful people here who support me on Patreon and with YouTube memberships. They get behind the scenes information, special perks, and more. If you'd like to know more about that, well, make sure you check that button right there. Thank you so much.